We are still running clinical trials with methods that are probably 20 years old right now. We've been taking marginal advantage of new technologies and the changes that are happening around us. We are absolutely looking at any opportunity that could bring the technology in improving the clinical processes. I mean, we've heard through the conference and through this program how much trial recruitment is very challenging, how much designing a quality protocol is a complex task, how much costly is program development. So for us, I mean, having EHR4CR or EHR data had tremendous opportunity and values. We still don't know yet how are we going to use that, but this is really essential for a transformational approach to clinical trials. We are all working for patients, so what we are trying to strive for is how do we make sure that we get those drugs faster to the patients? How do we make sure we get them with very good knowledge of how that this drug is being used with the target population, the right target population? Yeah. And how can we make sure that when the drug is on the market is also used properly and we keep learning from that drug? I mean, the journey of learning the drug doesn't stop when the drug is on the market. It does continue once the drug is being used in routine practice. So for the patient, it's essential also that we continuously improve the way we deliver new drugs. In this project, one of the key success factors to move to good intentions to something that can be realized and achieved and come to play is the Institute. Why? The Institute or the EHD will play a central role in that. Using external data, that's what we're talking about here, requires that all the parties involved in the production of this data, the generation of the data, we're talking about data that initially are patient data. So they are the only owner of this data and they hold all their rights with this data. So we are essentially borrowing this data to help the research process becoming more efficient. Now, in that process, we have the patients. We have the physicians who are treating the patients for their disease. Then we have the researcher who can access the data. We have data managers that will be using those data. They all have their own interests or stakes in how those data will be used. We do need a central body that is independent from all of those groups, but represent all those groups in helping the governance and the proper use of those data. What is at stake is the trust. The trust is a central piece in enabling us as one of the players, we are only one of the players in that game, to use this data in a responsible, in ethical manner for the only purpose for which it has to be used, which is research efficiency. It can only happen with the spirit, shared values of members that are part of that journey. This will not work only because there is an article in a contract that sets some obligations that people have to respect or organizations have to respect. It would work because the individuals that are representing those organizations would share the common values and would share a common view on what is I would not say the landing objective, because not the landing objective is the common journey that we are going into. We're going to keep learning, we're going to keep adjusting, and we need to keep being very, very good at listening, understanding the feedback that people will produce in that journey, and permanently adjust and improve with only one focus. We need to remember that this will serve the patients eventually in getting those drugs to the market very quickly and used appropriately and safer.